Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's better than I thought it was going to be. It is. I thought it was going to be really, really bad, and it's not really, really bad. So there's that. Actually, there's more to talk about than I would have expected, so make sure you stick around. But let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is a fine package. We have this, which is not a thing from the movie or the figure. It is just some other render, which actually looks really good. I have to say, it has enough of that comic-y flair to it that's not super realistic. That I think it looks great. I love that look. It doesn't look like the toy at all, though. That's strange. The side, it's got all the Deadpool vibe to it, and then some photos on the back. Standard figure arts, nothing special. Super basic posing there. I get it's from the movie, sort of, but it's not the most impressive package, except for this artwork here, which doesn't really mean anything since it's not the thing. Okay, so this guy is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. By the way, if you guys want one, I'll put a link in the description below. He stands about 15.5 to the top of his head. That's going to make him roughly 6 1/8, 6 and something like that, right around there. And here he is up against a Marvel Legends Darwin. So yes, you could mix him in with your Marvel Legends. There is enough height there. It's not exact, but it'll be okay if you're willing to do a little bit of fudging. And I always say, just the right amount of fudging is just the right thing. Okay, so I just made that saying up. It's not very good. You can use it if you want. This guy, I'm not going to do him any disservice or service by comparing him to the Marvel Legends version. That thing is a pile of garbage. I could actually hold up some garbage and it would just be as useful as that. So it doesn't matter. Don't buy the Marvel Legends one no matter what. This thing I'm reviewing on its own, and we'll see if this one's a pile of garbage. I have to say, first we have to do a question of the day. Do you like this look for Wolverine, or is it just okay because it's what we got? Or do you like the sleeveless look, or would you like the sleeveless with the pads, or do you like the brown suit from the movie? What do you like the most? For me, the brown suit in the movie was fantastic, looked great. Also, I would like to see sleeveless with the shoulder pads. Oh well. Okay, so let's do the aesthetic. It looks way better in hand than it did in the promo shots by a lot, even than the photos on the box, which are basically the same thing. In hand, it looks way better. Doing bright yellow is hard. They did a good enough job. It's still not like muddy or dirty or anything like that, so it's still fairly bright yellow. It's not as bright as the Hasbro one, and it looks much better in hand. I'm perfectly okay with it. I think they kind of nailed it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And then the paint job is clean, like throughout. It's not elaborate or anything, but it's definitely clean enough that I'll take it. The little rivets and things, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I think it looks pretty good, in fact. Okay, so there's that. And like I said, the sculpting, it's not perfect. Like I said, for the paint, the sculpting is not perfect, but it's actually not bad. I think it's significantly better than the Hasbro one. I thought it was terrible, but in hand and not posed awkwardly, it's not too shabby. Like, it's not exactly like Hugh Jackman, but it looks pretty good. I would be okay with this if I was like really into Hugh Jackman. I'm not sure what's going on here at his tailbone. It looks like you can actually see his tailbone. That's a weird thing. That can't be a thing in the movie. I don't think so, but maybe it is. I don't know. Either way, it looks pretty good otherwise. Now, let's get... Okay, so the body looks fine. Sculpt and paint, good enough, perfectly acceptable. How's the head sculpt? Oh, man. It is bad. Who the heck is that guy? That's not Hugh Jackman. What is happening with his face? You see this right here? This line right above his mustache area? It looks like he's doing something weird with his mouth, like he ate a lemon or something. But the cowl is close enough, I guess, to the movie, but the face underneath it does not look right at all. That is a terrible head sculpt, if you ask me. Maybe if you repaint it, you could do a better job, but that's not good. I don't think the cowl is that good either. I think it's okay, but the face underneath is definitely bad, so that's super unfortunate. And we'll look at the other face in the accessory section, but that takes away a lot from the figure. Now, eventually, I'm guessing they're going to release a sleeveless one and maybe even a Hugh Jackman head one, and you could probably pop that head on here and it'll look better, but this does not look good. I don't think. Like, from a distance, you might not notice it, but the super heavy beard, it's pretty dark, and his nose is humongous. And I know Hugh kind of has a nose on him, but not like that. It just doesn't look good. So, all things considered, I'm going to give the aesthetics on this guy. I will say, I'll say 7.5. The body is actually impressive, I think, for this particular look and for the coloring and everything. I think they did a pretty good job, but that head is bad. Okay, also his peeper area is kind of weird. The way it sticks out is a little bit weird. All right, on to the accessories. We have the alternate heads. We have the normal head, and then we have the angry head. The angry head, the paint job is really, really weird around his nose. The teeth look pretty good, but otherwise it has the same problems as the regular head. It doesn't look right. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't look right. For hands, we have a decent spread of unclawed hands, like not a ton, but enough. And then we have a couple sets of clawed hands, and they look pretty good. They look good enough. I like the claws a lot. They're pretty good. So that's it, though. That's it. Like, I know they're holding out on the unsleeved arms and things like that for another release, or at least I would assume so. But that's a pretty paltry assortment. I guess it's okay. I think for Figuarts, I'll go 7 out of 10. It's not impressive by any means. It's just okay. And since the heads aren't very good, it's kind of a bummer. All right, let's see, though. Maybe it poses really well. Let's see. I don't know. He can look up, so that's good. That'll be useful in certain Wolverine-type poses. Can't look down too much. Leaning to the side is okay. And rotation is okay. You've got double ball peg at the top and a ball peg at the bottom of the neck, but it still doesn't move very much. Like, I can't even get him to look and lean to the side a little bit. It's popping the head back. Very minimal range for the head. And even for a human, it's still pretty limited. So that's a bummer. Very seamless, but pretty limited. These guys move around. They connect on the front, interestingly. So they do get out of the way for posing. And you get a butterfly joint. It's like a classic butterfly joint. So that's there. You can't really butterfly too much with it. Doesn't go that far across the chest, but I guess it's going to be helpful. It's not going to hurt anything. Thankfully, the suit has it worked into it. Like, the black part hides it perfectly, so that's fine. It's just not a super useful butterfly joint. Raising the arms out to the side, no problem. Better than horizontal, even with the shoulder pads, so that is a good thing. And then, of course, you're going to get your bicep swivel. Now, be mindful, the bicep goes all the way up in the front and all the way up in the back, so it's a little bit weird. Mine is warped from being stuck outside of the shoulder pad in the package, but normally that tucks in, like on this side. Yeah, it's just a weird, the way it goes all the way up, it's a little bit weird. I'm guessing they just did that for the suit's purposes, and it works fine. It doesn't look super weird, actually. It seems weird, but it's not. It works. All right, so you do get your bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. I wish the joints weren't so garish. Also, they don't work very well. Like, what is this? Hasbro. It's so bad, I almost called him Hasbro. The way the elbow tucks in on the bicep area is super weird. And then you get your lower joint down here. What the heck is that, Bandai? You've made elbows like this 1 billion times. This is like the worst one you've ever done. That is ridiculous. And it's still barely better than 90 degrees, and you get this monstrosity? What the heck? That's terrible. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Wrists around little ball hinges, so that's decent. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Can he lean forward and back? Because that's a thing we don't often get, and Wolverine needs to be able to lean forward at least to do his Wolverine-type poses. Let's go back first. Ooh, that's it. He leans back a little bit. Not very much. It is fairly seamless. The figure does look good in that department, but doesn't lean back very far at all. All right, leaning forward. Oh, crap. Barely leans forward at all either. Like, that's way less than your average human, even. Oh, man. All right, leaning to the side is really good. Okay, well, at least you have that. And then rotation is pretty limited. Yeah, I mean, like, you'll be able to do the rotating, but you have to force it. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. You can't lean forward for crap. Yep, that's it. That's a bummer. Oh, well. All right, let's see. For the hips, going out to the side, not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's perfectly acceptable. Would have been nice if we had a little bit of sculpting going on in there just because of the bright yellow, but I don't mind. Like, hips are always going to look like hips. There's nothing you can really do about that reasonably. They don't go that far forward. He starts to bump into himself pretty quick. This guy's not getting into any very agile type poses. They don't really go back at all. Thigh swivel is fine. It looks like this yellow doesn't quite match this yellow. I didn't notice that. The arms and the legs seem to be one color, and the torso seems to be another. It's very slightly different, though. You might not even notice to the naked eye. But okay, yeah, so you get your thigh swivel. Double jointed knee is there. It's not the best looking thing. It's not the worst looking thing. It's functional. And then for the ankles, the feet go back reasonably well, and forward almost none. I can't tell if that's on a ball peg, but it barely moves anyway. Toe hinge is really loose, well enough placed and well sculpted, so that's good, but it's not tight enough to really hold much. His feet kind of suck. Ankle rocker is good, but the way they've connected his feet, they want to not be in the right position all the time. He wants to be pigeon-toed, and he wants to roll his ankles a lot, so be aware of that. His ankles are a little bit weird. But yeah, he doesn't pose very well. He poses just well enough, but that torso is incredibly limited for no reason at all. I'm going to give the articulation a 6 out of 10. Honestly, the elbows are terrible. The head barely moves. The torso doesn't work well. The rest is okay. Yeah, it's just not, that's not Figuarts level articulation at all. It'll be just good enough. But okay, time for the final verdict. I'm going to say this is a better pickup than the Marvel Legends one. But that's not saying much, and I'm not counting because it's super expensive, because compared to Marvel Legends, that's fine, but the Marvel Legends one sucks, so it's not worth owning. So is this? Yes, so therefore it is better. But I think it's still not very good. It's not good enough, if you ask me. It doesn't pose well. It looks good enough, not counting the faces, but you kind of ignore those if you don't get super close. It's limited accessories. It's just the bare minimum of acceptable. So it's a shame Hasbro didn't even make that. Theirs wasn't the bare minimum of acceptable even at their price point. So yes, I would pick this guy up over that one. But for an SH Figuarts, I can't say this is better than a 7, and that's probably being generous. I'll say 7 because I'm impressed with the overall body, the way it looks. With the bright yellow, they still did a pretty good job with it. But it's not going to blow you away. The posability is so limited that it's pretty unfortunate. You could easily give it a 6 and be justified. Alright, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's it for me, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and I've got thousands of videos already on the channel. And I do have a live stream every other Monday. The next one is this coming Monday, if you're watching this on release day. So make sure you come back for all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.